We're here in a destruction demolition site in the middle of Ramat Gan, a civilian area that was attacked by the Iranian regime and destroyed a lot of buildings and hurt innocent civilians who were sitting in the houses, eating their Shabbat meals.
Hey, Gina.
And suddenly a missile hit their house.
They've been bombing
and some of them are injured, some of them are trapped, and we are here to rescue them and take them out.
Yeah, me too, Blue Eyes. Me too. You know, just a minute ago, they had somebody, they was taking a shot of somebody standing up in the window, and you could watch the rockets, and it's like, daggone, man. People get so disconnected, you know.
I can tell you that we do have a number of injured, but I can't go into detail of the exact number or the exact location as I said.
Info?
What I can also tell you, though, is that the Israel Police Bomb Disposal Units are here on this site and multiple other sites. They're some of the best in the world. We're doing everything possible to ensure the safety of the public. We just ask for the public's cooperation. Do your part. Your responsibility can save your life and other lives as well.
I'm gonna back up a little bit. It is crazy.
This is the collaboration you've been waiting for, the one you've been asking for. But great,
and then they're gonna advertise a war game.
To wait too.
What kind of sick bastards are they?
Finally here, an epic event that.
That is crazy. Now, some of them are that Iron Dome thing, I guess, launching, trying to hit the rockets before they come in. But they're overwhelming the system by shooting so many. It's crazy.
I can tell you that we do have a number of injured,
so they
but I can't go into detail of the.
现在是以色列当地时间13号晚间9点多，我现在呢是在耶路撒冷，那大家可以听到现在城市上空啊拉响了防空警报，这个声音非常。
What's up, Josh? That's crazy, man. Let me see if I can find a light. Something tells me this is on loop. Let's see if I can find live. Could you imagine, though? These fuckers are monetizing this shit. Look, they just casually walking. It's just like another day in our world.
Eve to me is basically freedom. It's a giant open universe where you can
That's some cluster bombs they were talking about, because that overwhelms that system and some of them get through. It don't even look real, does it? There's so many of them. I think it's getting it, man. It ain't gonna catch that one. Oh, it did. Good deal. Yeah, no, they got bunkers is what it is, Blue Eyes, and they've been going in and out of them for the last however long since the shit started. Could you imagine if the United States wouldn't have given that system to put over there? What would have happened already? They'd be wiped off the planet already. When I'm trying to get it right there. Oh, it went past it. There it is. Oh, it missed it too. You see that thing shoot up from the ground? It's trying to intercept the missiles. That's crazy. I couldn't live like that. And just think, all the rich people here have got underground bunkers. And why? Like Elon Musk and all them have built underground bunkers. You tell me why. All these motherfuckers that start this shit, they all got somewhere to go hide. Yeah, this is a rerun.
Getting hard and getting turned on are not the same thing.
That is why Blue Chew Gold was created. Science.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not even that though, Gina. I know that they know more than us, but it's like they're the ones that get this shit started. And fucking people piss me off, man. They gonna make sure they live, but everybody else is just being for themselves. And that place don't look no different than Atlanta or Houston. Yeah, that's why I'm getting at, Info Warriors. They know what's coming, man. If the water table wasn't so close to the surface here, I'd make one too, but time you dig 10 foot down, 12 foot down, water starts to seep in here. It was so fucking close to sea level, I guess. I don't know. Aquifer or whatever. I drove to the moon. You know, something else too. These fuckers are monetizing all this shit. What's up, Tex? No, it doesn't, does it, Baba? They keep trying to say. I knew something was up when he was saying little to no rockets left. How does he know how many rockets these people got? And just like I said last night, they said, well, Iran's crossed the line now. Well, wait a minute. Iran was attacked first. There is no line in war. I'm sorry. That's not how wars are fought. And when you start fighting a war, you know, politically correct, you're asking to get your ass whooped. So you might as well take that out of the equation to start with. I mean, for God's sakes, you're killing people. You know what I mean? Something must be going on. Unless this dude is a fake news coverage. Well, I shouldn't say fake, but like a low-level news guy.
All right, let me go do that. Maybe I'll keep the sound on from both.
I just hate it, to be honest with you. I don't like all this killing. You know, I say leave them fucking people alone over there. If they want to wear a goddamn towel around their head, let them. I don't give a shit. They want to race fucking camels across the desert. I don't give a fuck.
Actually, I'll keep the sound off from Tel Aviv. If there's some missile alert, if I see a missile alert for Tel Aviv, I can run in and I can make the screen big.
Move to military bases to live.
So for now, I gotta eat though. Then I'll come back after I eat.
InfoWars. How you doing, Tex? How you doing, InfoWars?
Let me go do that real quick.
Sean. I don't know. I just
gotta do it.
I could pop in here in the computer room and I'll check on this shit. And I just didn't like what I was seeing. It had been kind of quiet the last few nights.
All right. Thanks for your patience. I'll keep an eye on things while I'm eating. If there's something super big, I can stop eating and
they
rush
took
in.
that one Supreme Leader.
For now, I'm going to leave it up like this.
To be operated
so
on.
I'll be back shortly. I appreciate
that ain't
everybody
good
watching. I'll be
with
back shortly.
helping them. That says something to me. You know, a lot of people try to say that Putin's crazy and all that shit. And I don't believe that. They try to sell you this image of people. And I've met Russian people before. They didn't seem crazy to me. They just, they talk funny. They just working folks, trying to get along.
All right, I'll be back shortly.
I knew it was coming, InfoWarriors. Somebody was trying to tell me 6 to 8 months or something. I'm like, no.
Thank you also to Gold Roger. Thank you so much, Gold Roger.
Hey, Kathy. Is this Israel? Iran has attacked us for generations and terrorism around the world. They also will destroy the world with nuclear capability. I don't know if they got it. I've just gotten to where I don't believe anything that I hear on this fucking box anymore. That's really the cut to the chase. They'll have to show me evidence. You know what I mean? Like really show it to me. And I ain't talking about the military coming in there, and it would have to be the guys when they come home after service and shit say, yeah, they really had them for me to believe it. And I hate that it's got that way, but as many times as they've lied to us over the years and stuff. I mean, how do you believe somebody once you caught them in a lie? How do you believe them anymore? Yeah, what it looks like. I was watching them get loaded up on that airplane last night. I don't know where exactly they were going, but it sounds like it's raining like hell somewhere. And here's my thing, man. I guess the older I get, the more I see life a little different. When I was young, I'd be like, fuck it, burn them off. You know what I mean? And now I don't quite look at things like that anymore. Especially the older I get. I just kind of want to live and let live if can be. Now, I'm not knocking nobody for the way that they believe or what they think now. Don't think that for a second, because you're allowed to believe whatever you want. I'm not going to, try to shame you into thinking the way that I do. That's the world's problem today, is everybody's so gosh doggone hateful when people don't believe what they believe. Steve is taking a meal break. He'll be back shortly. Fuck Steve. Oh, Steve fucking eats something hot and spicy and it burns his ass when he takes a shit. You know, and if we lose one person, what's up, Deb? If we lose one person over there fighting, it's one too many. It must be raining its ass off over in the desert. You know, I was thinking, so I watched that program that Rusty was talking about last time me and him was live, that dinosaur program. And it had me thinking that the desert over there, I wonder if it was if it was actual ocean, you know what I'm saying? And something happened to the earth to make it, damn, Chuck Norris died. U.S. has never, oh shit, we got Adolf Hitler. Let's see who that is. Let me put up a banner real quick. Oh, they left. Adolf Hitler left. What happened, Adolf Hitler? You thought I was just going to let you pop up on screen? U.S. never learned Libya, Egypt, Iraq, and Syria, Afghanistan regime change. Great idea. Yeah. Why are we meddling with them people, Tex? That's what I don't get. Like, what purpose does it really serve us to meddle with them people? And I mean, I know what Trump did. Trump tried to stop China with the oil. And I seen where they were talking with Japan the other day. I see what he's trying to do strategically, and I get it. Damn, I ain't believing we lost Chuck. We got back from the beach, watched 3 people flip ski-doos, and it was cold. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the water's cold, too, right now, Deb. But at least here, you can get out and ride ski-doos. People, there are a lot of people who can't hardly get out of their house right now. You know what I mean? It's so cold out there. Yeah, I don't see nothing going on. Iran fired 2 missiles at U.S. and UK base, and I can't even say that. Diego Garca. I don't know, Hopscotch. I really don't. I don't get it. You know what I mean? Other than the oil prices, you know, them trying to stop China from getting oil, and I do understand that part of the treaty, which I'm just learning about this stuff, right? So if I'm wrong about something, straighten me out and kind of guide me. I'll go and research it and find out if you're telling me right information. But from what I understand, all the oil that's bought around the world, as far as signed treaties and shit, is supposed to be bought with the United States dollar. And when they're running them ghost ships and stuff, they're buying that oil without using the United States' what's the word I'm looking for? Capital, I guess. And it takes away from us as far as our money, because all we do is buy stuff. And when he took the oil from Venezuela, he killed 2 birds with 1 stone, I believe. The election stuff that Maduro was in cahoots with, in the oil from China. And the same thing with Iran. He was helping Israel and kind of fucking China up on the oil over there. Yeah, I know that's what they say, Kathy. I know that's what they say, but I don't know how true that is. I'm not saying that they don't, but well, maybe I kind of am. I don't believe that they did. I don't know why I don't believe it, but just like what Saddam saying, you know, we got fucking hit by bin Laden, 9/11 supposedly, and supposedly the United States. Now, I don't know how true it is, but I was reading some shit today where the United States sent dialysis machines and fucking treated bin Laden with American doctors. And that's why they buried him at sea, is so there was no proof of him not being killed. And I don't know how true that is, but I found that very odd that they didn't bring him back. You would figure they would have brought his ass back for everybody to see it. What's up, Ford? shit like that. When you do shit like that, it just in their excuse, I think back then was is they didn't want nobody to make a memorial about him or a place to worship him or something. And I'm like, what? They could do that anywhere. You know what I mean? They can make a memorial for him any fucking where. What's up, Izo? I think they let that fucker get away, to be honest with you. And ain't all them guys dead now? All the ones that, or most of them, like 90% of them that was on that raid, ain't they dead? It's awful funny how shit like that happens. I ain't saying that they did anything, but it just, I mean, damn, every major event, somebody who can put the finger on them, boom, they fucking dead. Oh, it's most definitely about the oil. In my opinion, it's most definitely about the oil because China took and bought all of Venezuela's oil, which acquired to about 20% of China's oil use. And then they bought all of Iran's oil, which equated to about 30 to 40% of all their oil use. So it took 60% of China's oil away from them, and it keeps them from fucking invading Taiwan. So yeah, it's all about control over the oil. They keep hollering about, and you know why I don't really believe that they had nuclear stuff over there is because they keep hollering that. So if they had plutonium, I don't know what it takes to make a nuclear bomb. Okay. I'm not even going to act like I do, but when they're bombing that shit, can't it do harm to everybody when they blow them plants and stuff up? Ain't it just like fucking poison in the air and all? I mean, stop me if I'm wrong. I'm just kind of curious. And you know, as far as that shit goes, I was learning that we shot a nuclear rocket up over our atmosphere. And I wonder if that ain't where a lot of our fucking cancer comes from. Yeah, me too, Josh. I'm with you on that. That's more like kind of where I'm at too, man. And all right, so I called BS on Iran having new. Yeah, me too, True Texan. Not saying that they wouldn't want to acquire one, but fuck, Kim Jong-un's got one. Why didn't they bomb his ass? Why didn't they fucking do that shit to him? Yeah, that's something else too, right? If we only buy a small amount, why is our gas prices so high? It's got a lot to do with oil, Bubba. It's got a lot. It always has. It's always has. Well, now, hey, smart mouth. Now, let me ask you this. Ain't it different from having nuclear power different than having a nuclear bomb? Now, didn't Obama and them give them enough to have like free power or something? And wasn't that part of like, or nuclear power? Wasn't that part of their agreement or some shit? What's up, Copper Top? How you doing, brother? Hey, and I'm not trying to force my belief on anybody. I'm really not. But I'm just saying what I believe it is, you know, because I got a right to believe what I believe too, just like you got a right to believe what you believe. Only the percent of enrichment. Now, when they bomb them places, don't it put that shit up in the air? Can't it still be just as poisonous? Like with the wind blowing in certain ways and it carrying, can't it still do harm to everything? Yeah, you got a point, True Texan, because it's not like they won't bluff. You know what I mean? It's not like they won't bluff. What's up, Dirty Butt Smasher? Oh, shit, I got a NyQuil tattooed on my neck because I'm a cold killer. That's what's up, bro. Good evening, sir. You know, like I say, back in the day, I wouldn't give two shits. I'd be like, just like kill them. Who gives a shit? You know what I mean? I got shit to do, but they don't have it above ground. It's deep in underground. Okay. All right. So you saying it's kind of like a Vestas then. If you can kind of keep it controlled, it ain't so bad unless it gets in the dust. Oh, most definitely copper top. That's when Jesus say he gonna end it too. When man gets so smart that they get out of control. Hell, they already getting there. I don't see nothing happening on them live cameras. It kills me that these fuckers try to monetize this shit too. It really does. Why in the fuck would you want to monetize people getting killed, you know? Then again, I guess if you're that poor or whatever, you do whatever to make money. Let's see what this dude talking about. Adolf Hitler's back. Are you going to stay or are you going to run again? What's up, Adolf?
In connection with the Jewish
Hello?
question.
Idiot. Bro, you should know better than that. I'm not going to let you play that shit. You should know better than that, bro. I don't know who you are, but you should know better than that. Yeah, Dirty. Go for it, buddy. Only you would ask some gay shit like that. You have to ask Carl that question, bro. Oh, shit. Jeez Louise. I wouldn't be on that bus to start with, Smasher. Come on, man. Don't make me ban you, bro. I'm not going to let you get up there with that shit, dude. We got an Adolf Hitler supporter trying to join the stream, trying to play some crazy shit. Ain't no telling who the fuck it is, but I'm not letting them play that shit up here. I know one thing. We know it ain't fucking Crazy Carl because he ain't smart enough to know how to fucking do it. Kathy, I have been researching. I haven't watched it all the way through, Josh. It's hard. I'm going to tell you, it's hard for me to watch shit like that just because of who that dude was. I kind of feel like, what's the point in doing any research on that dude? You know what I mean? From what they're trying to push is he was trying to get rid of like the child pornography and all that shit. He thought them people were perverted and mentally disturbed. But they push narratives on shit so much, you don't know who to fucking believe. Well, nobody's trying to offend you, Kathy, for sure. That's not what this is about. Hit the link, get up here and explain it to me. That's all you got to do. If I'm not seeing something that you think I ought to be seeing, explain it to me. Take the time to do it. I'd be glad to have you up here. I'll sit right here and drink a cup of coffee with you and talk with you all night. Because to be quite honest with you, this is way more important than anything Gobbler's ever done or will do. Exactly, Josh. Like I say, for years and years and years, Unc's just kept his head down and working and taking care of kids. Man, I raised 7 babies. I ain't have time to be in the news and all that shit. You know what I mean? I didn't get a lot of schooling either, which is nobody's fault but my own. But you can't blame somebody if you ain't willing to teach them. Because I'll listen to what you got to say and I'll go and research it, So fun to watch videos of the guy. I can't stand that fucking dude anymore because I know what the hell he is. He's just a fucking crackhead, man. Meth head, whatever.
Also saturated, it appears, with oil. And then if we look over there, you can see that the water that's running down here also is black. So that's what's coming down this morning. This sort of oil-filled rain that we have right now on the Iranian capital after those strikes took place. It's a pretty apocalyptic scene that we're seeing here. We've just made it to the Shahran oil depot, which was attacked last night in major airstrikes. We heard those.
Outsmart the market.
I always
Base
play
44
fucking
super agents.
commercials.
Set up in seconds and ready to go.
The facility is also destroyed as well. And then there's just this massive, thick black smoke still originating from the destroyed depot.
What's up, Nick?
We've seen some flames also. I think you can see those a little bit in the backdrop. But this site is completely destroyed and at the same time still on fire. And of course, throughout the morning in Tehran, it's been raining. We've seen oil mixed into the rain coming down on the city. And then, of course, the air right now in the city also feels really heavy.
الظاهر في قنبله اتفجرت في قدام الداخل دور السياره. ده كلها السياره ممكن معبي سلاح ولا معبي قنابل فيها مش عارف.
Yeah, no shit.
ده كلها الحياه جات هنا قدام الداخل دور سياره الرايش ده.
I wonder if they're hollering, Allah Akbar. Here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? United States doing all this shit. And these people gonna remember this shit forever. You know what I'm saying? This shit's not gonna go over like this. When Trump says, "Oh, we're done," these people gonna want to fucking death to America again. Oh, Jesus Christ! I believe it with that dude. Austin relapse, bank win another one. We're gonna do a reaction. Oh, fucking goose! My cat's pregnant. That's right, and I fucked it. I think I got that shit up here. I wonder if that's when they bombed that oil refinery plant over there.
من در پنجره بودم پنجره یه صبح شد گفتم بابا پالشگاه تو نشتی
Hey guys, Austin back another video for you. I just want to say,
speculating whether or not I have some kind of mental fucking disorder. I will prove to you fuckers that I do not have any fucking mental disorder. And that I'm not fucking retarded.
Oh, shit. No shit, man. How old was Chuck anyway? What's up, motivated? Don't drink the water. '86. Jeez. My pops was 82, man. He still gets around too. He still gets around good. Kicking ass, Shady J. What do you think? Kicking fucking ass. Oh, I guarantee it. I guarantee he got fucking held back. He got held back from being held back. What are you talking about? Bro, that's crazy. I wonder, I really do. I wonder if at once upon a time, if that was the ocean floor over there, and that's why it's all desert. And I wonder if, like, Florida was the coldest place on earth at one time. And the reason I ask that is because you fucking, they find all them dinosaur bones and stuff like that up there in Alaska and up in the tundra. And I'm just wondering if them were warm-blooded animals. You kind of would think they were by looking at them.
That the rain water is actually black, also saturated.
All right, we heard you say that one time already. All this shit's on loop, so they must not have that much shit going on over there for all of it to be on loop like this. And fucking Steve, he's still eating. This some bitch, hurry up. What do you have to do? Fucking go and butcher the cow? As long as they fucking take to eat some microwave food. Fucking Steve. Fuck Steve. Steve ain't doing a good job. Trying to find another clip now. All right, these are all the live cameras here. All right, I'm gonna grab a cup of coffee real quick. I'm gonna leave it right here for a minute. Any camel jockeys come racing through yet? Hell yeah, I will, motivated. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you letting me be a part of that, man. That was awful nice of you. Oh shit. Say you don't fuck with April 1st, huh? Shady J, they're getting old as fucking dinosaurs. Shit. I mean, Damien can't live but so long. All that fucking tofu ain't good for you, man. All that pumping iron every day. All bullshit aside, though, I watched him start to kind of stiffen up over the years. Suicide, huh? I know when I watched that last thing where he was using that machine, he was kind of, I was like, damn. Arthritis is starting to fuck him up. See if I can find some more of that shit on fire. Oh shit. I say Trump got a service announcement going on.
And they have no leadership. It's all gone. So, you know, you could look at that statement. We could call it a tremendous success right now as we leave here. I could call it, or we could go further, and we're going to go further. But the big risk on that war has been over for 3 days. We wiped them out in the first 2 days. When you think about it, it's incredible. We wiped out a big Navy, very powerful Navy. You know, these were ships, these were serious ships. These were ships that you buy when you want to win battles. They're all on the bottom floor. The sailors are all running off their ships. They refuse to get on the ships. The Air Force is gone. Everything's gone. The missiles are down to a trickle. The drones are down to probably 25%.
Especially at
soon
his
be down to nothing. We'll have
stature, you know
where
what
they
I'm saying? The way he
manufactured the
lives.
drones are under fire as we speak. They're being hit. So the rest is going to be determination as to my attitude, along with the people in the Trump administration, what we want to do. Thank you. Yeah, please.
Yeah, he's saying he's going to go
You're going
farther.
to waive certain additional oil waivers or sanctions. Can you talk a little bit more about that and address in particular?
Well,
are
we're
you
looking to
considering
keep
measures
the
like-
oil prices down. We went artificially up because of this excursion into a very positive thing. I mean, this was an excursion that a lot of people wouldn't have done. I knew oil prices would go up if I did this, and they've gone up probably less than I thought they'd go up. But I don't think anybody thought we were going to be this quickly successful. This was a military success, the likes of which people haven't seen. We have the best military.
Got the
We have
best. Some say the very best.
We have, I believe, the best generals. We have the best. And this went very quickly. We talked about that with President Putin. He was very impressed with what he saw because nobody's ever seen anything quite like it. You know, Iran was a very powerful military country with all of the missiles. Now, you had the double attack. You had the original attack with us in Israel, and that knocked them for a loop. Then you had the B-2 bombers, which took out their nuclear capability, and they would have had a nuclear weapon within 2 weeks to 4 weeks.
I don't like that shit.
And they would have used it long before this press conference. And we might have had a much
They're trying to
different
sell that
press
nuclear
conference
shit
if we had a
too
press
much,
conference at
man.
all. But it's been amazing. The
When
military
they start giving
success that we
details, when they start giving details about, oh, they'd have had it in 2 weeks to 4 weeks. I mean,
had is truly unprecedented.
You said you've told your congressional colleagues that you will not sign any piece of legislation until the Save America Act is passed. Does that include the confirmation of Senator Mullen as your next DHS secretary? Does that mean a DHS funding bill? And
yeah,
Senator
exactly.
Flynn said today, it's
because
not a matter
I mean,
of
fuck,
whether or
he's
not
been saying
your
the
Republican colleagues
same
agree with the
line
policy.
for
It's about
fucking
changing the process.
20
In other
years
words,
now.
getting rid of the filibuster to get there.
So in order to get it, you're going to need Democrat votes. And what we're saying is the Save America, not the Save Act, which nobody knew what it was, the Save America Act, the Save America Act. And that's voter ID. We want voter ID. When a voter, we want to be able to see a picture of the voter. We want to be able to see that the voter
they
is
should.
legitimate. We want, very importantly, confirmation that this voter is a citizen of the United States of America. And we want no mail-in ballot scams.
Yeah, there shouldn't be no
So we have
mail-in
exceptions for the military, for sick, for disabled, and for people that are away, business trips or whatever. Even vacations will be very liberal in that. We've added 2 things to it: no men in women's sports and no transgender mutilization of our children. We don't want it's mutilization of our children, and we don't want that. So we added those 2 things. That's the 5 points. We have 5 very good points.
Basic shit.
It polls at 86% with Democrats. Think of that. The overall vote is 86%.
Yeah, exactly.
With Republicans,
Dude,
it's 98%.
and everybody kept saying, oh, it's just
And the only one opposed to it
going to
is
hurt.
the Democrat
Like,
leadership because they cheat.
You
They
have to
wanna
have a
cheat.
way to bleed off
So
the
we added
natural
those
gas
2
where you
points.
get
We're going for
fucking
the
oil
gold,
out of the ground. You
and
cannot
we're going to have to
shut
fight
these
like
pipes
hell.
down.
Now, certain things will happen. Certain things will take place. I'm here to do a great job.
And
for
I
the
don't
country,
understand why a
but we
lot
don't have
more
a country
cars don't run off of LP and stuff like that, man.
if we're going to have elections that are so corrupt and so dishonest like we've witnessed over
And
the
he knows
last
that, Info Warriors.
period of
I
time.
honestly believe he knows
You
that.
know,
And what's
as
so
an
what's so
example-
wrong about nobody being able to vote unless they have a fucking ID? Unless they can prove who they are. What is the big deal with that? Everybody should agree on that on both sides because it stops the bullshit from being able to vote either way. I don't get that, man, unless they're fucking doing something and have been doing something that they shouldn't be doing. I mean, how does a motherfucker vote that's 250-year-old? You know what I mean? Yeah, common sense, brother.
I mean, virtually nobody has like we.
And I believe that too.
Nobody
All
has a
politicians
system
are evil. I
of mail-in
believe that too,
ballots
man.
like we have. No other country in the world. France went away from it. They all went. You know why? Because it's corrupt. And Jimmy Carter, when he had a commission, frankly, I think it's probably the best thing Jimmy Carter did. He said, you can't have mail-in voting because it's inherently dishonest. And it's turned out to be totally dishonest. So we're going to fight for it. Yeah.
Iran activated any sleeper cells inside the U.S. There's reports that they have
You damn
pressed
right
that
they have,
trigger button
or they've tried to.
activate those cells,
You'll
at
never
least
convince
abroad.
me
Well,
otherwise.
they've been trying for a long time. We've been very much on top of it. One of the things we have to do is get the Democrats to stop the Democrat shutdown, because as you know, the apparatus that looks into that, Schumer and the Democrats have shut it down, which tells you they probably hate our country a lot. But the Democrats have to open that up. But we've got very, very good intelligence into that. We know a lot of different things that have happened that have been very bad. A lot of them came in during the Biden
Now, why
open
would he
border
say
period,
that publicly?
but we have
Why in
them.
the fuck would he say that publicly, right? That should be a question he shouldn't even answer, because it's telling him right now, if you're going to do what you want to do, right now is the time to fucking do it.
Under
Some of this shit just don't make no sense.
We're watching every single one of them. Yeah, we know a lot about them. The biggest problem we have is the Democrat shutdown. We know a lot about them, but the shutdown doesn't allow us to do what we have to do.
See, that's what I'm saying. That shit makes no
You
fucking
have to
sense.
take him out. Does he have a target on his back?
You mean the new Supreme Leader?
I will defend your constitutional
Jesus
rights
Christ,
against
man.
any threat.
Byron Donalds, strongly endorsed by President Trump.
Superstar of the future, Byron Donalds.
The president trusts him. The left hates him. Florida needs him.
We got you.
Is the free state of Florida.
If not the Ayatollah's son. What are you looking for in that person? Are you looking at someone internal, given that you just said that their leadership has been
I like the
decimated and
idea
wiped
of
out?
internal and eternal, come to think of it. But I like the idea of internal because it works well. I mean, I think we've proven that so far in Venezuela. We have a woman, Delcy, who has been, president of the country, very respected, she's doing a great job. And it's
I'm sending him
no
straight to your
disruption.
house, lay back.
We
I
had,
want
if
all
you
the
remember,
braces,
Iraq,
all of them.
where everybody got fired. The military got fired. The police got fired. The politicians got fired. There was nobody. And you know what they turned into? ISIS. And we don't want that. We don't want that. So I would like to see people that are inside go. Now, they talk about the son of the Shah. They talk about other people. But, hasn't been there in many, many years. We have a formula that's been very good so far, and I think it'll continue to be good. The relationship is extraordinary with Venezuela, smart country.
I don't blame him, bro.
We've taken out 100 million barrels of oil.
I
It's
know
right
that
now
was you trying to come up
in
with
Houston
Adolf
being,
Hitler, too, motherfucker.
being taken care of and made so beautiful. And you have to see this at work.
Martin let me
They
borrow
have,
his little red button. I
It's brought
can
to the
tell.
refineries. It's being refined in Houston, which is made exactly for that product. And so far, but it's 100 million barrels of oil, and now they have another 100 million barrels coming. And it's like a partnership. We're getting along so well with them. It's great for Venezuela, and it's great for the United States.
I can't fucking tell.
Please go ahead.
Mr. President,
Probably can't.
you just suggested that Iran somehow got its hands on a tomahawk and bombed
shit.
its own elementary school on the first day of the war. But you're the only person in your government saying this. Even your defense secretary wouldn't say that when he was asked, standing over your shoulder on your plane on Saturday. Why are you the only person saying this?
Because I just don't know enough about it. I think it's something that I was told is under investigation, but tomahawks are used by others, as you know. Numerous other nations have tomahawks. They buy them from us. But I will certainly, whatever the report shows, I'm willing to live with that report. Yeah, please.
You said earlier that we've already won in many ways, but we haven't won enough. What do you consider enough? What's your baseline?
Where
for
they're
this
not going to
conflict?
be starting the following day to develop a nuclear weapon, where they'll look at that man and some other people from the administration and say, all right, we're not going to do it. They were not willing to say that. And when Steve called up and he said that to me, I said, well, here we go. Let's do it the hard way. But the hard way, I think, is probably the easy way. When basically I can see that they will no longer have any capacity whatsoever for a very long period of time of developing weaponry that could be used against the United States, Israel, or any of our allies. We have great allies in the Middle East, great countries that are allies. And they were staying out of it until they got hit. Someday they'll have to do a story. Why did he do that? Why did they do that? But they were going to hit them. If I didn't hit them first, they were going to hit our allies first. I believe, upon information and belief, but I believe that he was going to, they were going to take over the Middle East. They were looking to take over the Middle East. Now, had Operation Midnight Hammer not taken place, that was definite, because they would have had a nuclear weapon within a matter of weeks. But that took place. That was a setback. But look at the number of missiles they were able to buy and make over the last 6 months. And those missiles were aimed at various countries. And when you look at over 1,000 missiles shot at like UAE, they were looking to take over the Middle East. We got there first. We're lucky. I'll tell you what, the Middle East and those countries, very rich countries, are very lucky that I was president instead of somebody else.
Points of disagreement between yourself and your vice president when it comes to U.S. action in Iran?
I don't think so. No, we get along very well on this. He was, I would say, philosophically a little bit different than me. I think he was maybe less enthusiastic about going, but he was quite enthusiastic. But I felt it was something we had to do. I didn't feel we had a choice. If we didn't do it, they would have done it to us. I felt, based on the negotiations that were being had by Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner and Marco and Pete, and everybody was involved, I felt that they were looking to tap us along before they hit, and I thought they were going to hit. And if they hit us first, that would have been a very bad thing. In the back, please, in the back. About the Strait, you mean? Yeah, well, I want to keep it open. I want to keep it good. You know, it doesn't pertain to us so much as it does to China. We're really helping China here and other countries because they get a lot of their energy from the Straits. But, hey, look, we have a good relationship with China. It's my honor to do it. Yeah.
Leader, you have called him an unacceptable choice. So does he have a target on his back? And how can you say
I don't want to say whether or not he does, because that would be inappropriate. But hey, look, I had a target on my back because, as you people wrote pretty well, they caught the assassin that was after me. So we just got them first, but they caught the assassin. They have him now in custody that was after me. So, you know, but people don't like to mention that, but they did catch him. And I'd like to congratulate our military, Secret Service,
There you go.
FBI, all of the people that worked on that, but they did. Yeah, please.
You asked Carl, that shit was fake, Trump. Carl wants a letter from you
Thank you, Mr.
fucking
President.
now.
You promised the
He
Iranian
wants
people
to
you would help
fucking,
them. It sounds like you're willing to end this fight
essay.
after your military objectives have wrapped up. Isn't that a betrayal of
Will
the
I
people?
help them? I'd like to.
And if he don't, man,
they
the
can
trainee's
behave.
coming to see your
But
ass.
they've been very menacing. You know, they're great people. They have an amazing population. It's amazing, smart, brilliant, energetic. They have a great, I'd love to help them, but they have to be in a system that allows them to be helped. And right now they're in a system that only allows failure. And I don't want that. And I want a system that's not going to be attacking us. We want a system that can lead to many years of peace. And if we can't have that, we might as well get it over with right now. Yeah, please.
Mr. President, as of today, there have been 8 U.S. military fatalities associated with the war in Iran. How many American deaths are you willing to have in this war?
Well, as I said before, when you have conflict, it's been a very big 2 days, I have to say.
What the hell happened?
And we'll be heading back to Washington, D.C. right after this. And I'd like to wish everyone a very good evening. And over the weekend, the United States military and the Israeli Defense Forces continued Operation Epic Fury very successfully. Over the past 9 days, we've carried out some of the most powerful and complex
So they just running
military
reruns and shit,
strikes
trying
and
to make
maneuvers
it
the
like it's
world
live.
has ever seen. Now, you add that up to all of the other things, Midnight Hammer, getting rid of the nuclear threat from Iran, which was a big
Apparently you can go from 0 to a complete site in just a single prompt with Wix Harmony. I don't know if this is going to be possible.
Hopefully we
Good
don't
evening, I'm
get
Bill
hit.
Lujan,
with
and
these
this is your
motherfuckers
Fox
here.
News report. TSA lines are getting
But
longer
if I
at
don't
airports
talk over
all
this
across
shit,
the country as
they'll
spring
strike
break
us.
travel picks up. Passengers are facing wait times of up to 2 hours at some checkpoints. TSA agents are going without pay, and some aren't even showing up to work. The fight to fund DHS is still in a standoff
that's
in
crazy
Congress.
shit.
Today is the first day of spring, but it certainly doesn't feel like it for much of the country. Most of California, the Southwest, and parts of the Midwest are under extreme heat warnings through the weekend, with forecasts pushing past 100 degrees in
105
multiple
in
cities.
Phoenix.
Iran is threatening tourism sites worldwide as global travel ramps up for a busy spring season. The regime also says it is still making missiles despite 3 weeks of heavy U.S. and Israeli strikes on its manufacturing plants. The Pentagon now
That's a
requesting an
scare
additional
tactic.
$200 billion to fund the war. That price tag would need
I
congressional
feel
approval.
when they start
Some
talking
student
that
loans
shit,
are
I just feel that's some type of scare tactic in my
moving to the Treasury Department. It's part of the president's plan to dismantle the Department of Education, the first to shift about $180 billion in defaulted loans.
We need to get back into the business of collecting the money that is owed.
Legendary martial artist and actor Chuck Norris has died. He starred in karate films in the 80s, as well as the hit TV series Walker, Texas Ranger. He was 86 years old.
86.
In Washington, I'm Bill Malugin. Have a great weekend.
That is a fearsome weapon, that 30-millimeter cannon. With me now, Nathan Sales, former ambassador at large and coordinator for counterterrorism under President Trump. Good to see you this Friday afternoon, Nathan.
Good to see you, John. Good to see those A-10s.
Yeah, I mean, they are a fearsome weapon.
A-10
Some people call it
Warhawks.
an airplane built around a gun, which really functions that way. So let's talk about the Marines. We've got the USS Tripoli that's already headed there. The USS Boxer is going to be headed there as well with its amphibious ready group. The president's not
What
doing
a
this,
damn
but there's
shit.
a lot of talk about should the Marines land on Karg Island and literally take over Iran's ability to export oil, or should they land elsewhere along the coastline,
Yeah.
maybe in Qatar, United Arab
Info
Emirates,
Warriors, you're right,
Oman,
buddy. It's
to
boots on the ground.
fend off any Iranian threat in the Strait? Where do you think this is all headed?
Well, the first thing I'll say, John, the president is keeping his options open. And the big picture here is we have to get the Strait of Hormuz open. We have to deny the...
Yeah, it is boots on the ground.
Good evening.
Look like it's all pretty damn slow. Oh shit, man! Trump has some kind of medical problem. Speaking with when Japan PM was there, here, talk about surprise. Yeah, I heard that shit, Shady J. I was like, oh my god. Huh. Oh shit, Japan knows about surprise. They didn't tell me about Pearl Harbor. I was like, holy shit. That was gangster too, though, in a way. He was just trying to lighten the mood, man. You see the look in that lady's eyes. She's like, oh, shit. Why are you bringing that up? All right. Enough of that shit. Well, y'all, I'm fixing to shut it down. I just want to kind of come in and check in. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me for a little while. We'll see y'all later. I'm fixing to get his ass in bed. I'm getting up, going fishing in the morning. You already know what I'm doing. Peace. If you need me, you won't be able to find me.